Hey everybody, welcome back. It's me, Dean, with another crypto analysis video. Today we're gonna talk about everyone's favorite meme coin, Dogecoin. So, based on initial outlooks, Doge, from its early heady days of early April, mid-April, early May, where it shot up. It's pretty much back down to its ranging state right now. So let's have a look, shall we? See if it's viable or if there's any long-term prospect, at least from a technical perspective. So some things to note. off the top of my head at least, you can see that all-time high at about $7.50. 75 cents, around 75 cents. Okay, some interesting points to note. Okay, so it seems that it's still on a uptrend, right? So higher lows all the way, higher lows. So I guess that's good for some investors. Still looking positive after the great crash, the great correction. What else is there to note? So you can see here, there was a price rejection at this stage before the coin took off. Here you see. So from the 13th of April, basically, right? If you look at the date down here, 13th, there was a strong upswing. Huge price rejection here in the 45 cent range, right? Market tested it for a couple of days, then a strong price rejection below before it shot all the way up to the all-time high, 75 cents. And before the market just restabilized. So an interesting pattern is forming here, right? At least from a daily charts perspective, right? Since the great crash here on 19th of May, it's been slowly recovering and is reaching higher highs, or rather higher lows. So the average price the average low price has been rising. So it's an interesting point to note. Yeah, there's nothing there. So that's point one. Point two is, as you can see, it's hit the initial all-time high, the initial all-time high here, twice. So they're the third time hitting already, and it looks like it's a strong, or rather fourth time hitting here. Right, zoom in further so you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth time hitting. So what's looking likely, at least from a daily perspective, is something like this, right? As you can see, interestingly, there's a strong pivot point here, so which proves to be a strong resistance over here. Now, I don't know too much about the background of Doge coins. I know there are some interesting use cases. So fundamentally speaking, it seems pretty interesting. Although it's pretty much a meme coin at this stage, people making fun of it. It's pretty much 100% volatile and moves to the whim of Elon. But it seems like at least there's some interesting prospects. Now let's look at the daily chart. Look at the hourly chart to see if there's anything interesting going on. Strong recovery here. Oh, that's interesting. How many percent is that? Wow, 42% upside. That's crazy. I wish I was there. Yeah, that just basically speaks to the volatility of Dogecoin, right? It's kind of crazy. I've basically bought it once as it climbed up to the all-time high. I earned I made 10 cents per coin or something like that, but 10-20 cents per coin or something like that. But ever since then, I never entered. So it'll be interesting to see what's up, to catch myself up. As you can see, pretty much right on the money, right on line, right here. So it seems plausible, at least, that it will travel along this channel before it breaks. Yep, before it breaks. With an average of higher high, I think it's quite likely it will break above. Break above here. It's quite likely, at least. Yeah, so let's see. So now, what as a trader, is there anything as a trader, anything interesting as a trader? Anything worth looking at for Dogecoin? Let's see. Okay, I'm just gonna circle like or highlight points of interesting points to note. So you can see consolidation here, strong consolidation generally in this area. Price rejection. I mean, at this stage, I'm just talking to myself. Don't mind me. I'm just trying to look for any patterns. Really, look. There's another pattern here. I always look for patterns, and then I try and interpret these patterns. Let's see, rejection here. Channel, alright, so there's an interesting channel. Is there a parallel channel forming? Nope. So yeah, there's an interesting channel, broke out the channel, went in. So you can see as again, it went in the channel upwards. Exits the channel upwards. Now it's within this box. It's ranging between this box, as you can see over here. Fluctuating beside the pivot point, around the pivot point. Can't decide which direction to head to. It's quite dangerous at this stage because there's more space. There's space on both sides. So as you can see, right, there's quite a bit of space here. It can grow here as well as here. So at this point in time, I wouldn't enter the market. It's quite interesting. Maybe let's zoom in a little bit more, see if we can glean any further info. Again, this is the 5-minute chart, so things move pretty quickly here. So I'm just gonna do a quick analysis because it's quite likely by the time you see this, it's already outdated. So. Yeah, just extra info just for fun. So you can see now, enter channel. So quite late exit channel. So this is going to be quite likely, I suppose, heading upwards. How much further? I would say till it hits this zone. So once it hits this zone, it'll hit back down. Yeah, and then of course, due to the strong resistance here, pivot point as well as the trend line, it should fluctuate around here. Yeah, seems like it. So at least for the trader, this seems like an attractive trade over here. So here's the position that as a short-term trader, right? I mean, probably doesn't apply by the time you watch this video. But as a short-term trader, this is probably an interesting position to take over here. Take profit, stop loss, here-ish. No. Yeah, here-ish. 6.5 to 1 risk-reward ratio. I think it's pretty decent. Yep, I would probably enter here. So that's for the short-term trader. So it's quick 4%. Probably just leverage up, like, why the hell not? Alright, so for short-term traders, pretty straightforward if you analyze it in detail. For what about a long-term trader? long-term trader, I believe that this is a good time to enter. Maybe not, sorry. This, you might want to wait a little bit, like wait for it to touch the trend line. So for example, you might want to enter right at the trend line somewhere here. Take profit at the nearest peak, 26%. Stop loss at the nearest here. Why here? Because you can see at this area, prices tend to pivot around here. So stop loss here. Why? Because if it's gonna if it breaks through the trend line, oh crap, if it breaks through the trend line, right, you're in trouble. It's gonna go all the way down here. It's gonna go all the way down, and you don't want that. So stop loss here, but of course 26% upside is pretty interesting over the next couple days. We're looking at possibly 6 days, a week's worth of investment. Not too shabby for a long-term investor. Of course, when it comes to like Doge, right, I don't recommend anything. Don't hold it for months or something. I don't know. Like, yeah, it was funny here, and it was nice and rewarding here, and I hope you got out here. But I don't see. There's not enough data to suggest holding it for months. But fundamentally, like, at least there's some interesting use cases. Like, oh, you get like the Mavericks, that Mark Cuban using it for their Mavericks basketball team. You can buy tickets with it and whatnot. So there's actually use cases. I mean, it's better than like some other weird coins, right? So yeah, long term, short term, pretty much got it covered. This is my quick analysis of everyone's favorite meme coin, Dogecoin. If you have any further questions, do feel free to drop me in the comments. If you found this analysis valuable, do consider liking and subscribing to this channel. And I'll definitely see you again pretty soon with the next analysis. Thanks.